importance of warning friends and family against Satanism cannot be overstated. As a society, we often underestimate the influence and reach of satanic ideologies, viewing them as mere fantasies or relics of a bygone era. However, the reality is that Satanism is a growing insidious force that threatens to undermine the very foundations of our moral and spiritual fabric. It is therefore crucial that we take a proactive and vigilant approach to educating our loved ones about the dangers of Satanism and the devastating consequences of succumbing to its allure. Satanism, in its various forms, is a corrupting influence that can lead individuals down a path of darkness and destruction. It often masquerades as a form of liberation or empowerment, promising its adherents a sense of freedom and autonomy from the constraints of traditional moral and spiritual norms. However, this promise is a deceitful one, as Satanism ultimately leads to a form of bondage, enslaving its followers to a cycle of sin, rebellion, and despair. By warning our friends and family against Satanism, we can help them to avoid this trap and instead choose a path of righteousness, hope, and redemption. One of the most significant dangers of Satanism is its ability to infiltrate and corrupt even the most seemingly innocent and harmless aspects of our culture. For example, many forms of popular music, film, and literature are infused with satanic symbolism and themes, often in a way that is subtle and insidious. Similarly, certain social media trends and online communities can be breeding grounds for satanic ideologies, spreading their dark and destructive influence to unsuspecting victims. By alerting our loved ones to these dangers, we can help them to be more discerning and critical in their consumption of media and online content, and to avoid the potential pitfalls that can lead them into the clutches of Satanism. Another key aspect of warning friends and family against Satanism is to educate them about the warning signs and red flags that may indicate someone is becoming involved in satanic activities. These can include changes in behavior or mood, such as increased aggression, irritability, or withdrawal, as well as a growing fascination with the occult or supernatural. It is also important to be aware of the various symbols, logos, and codes that are used by satanic groups to identify themselves and communicate with one another. By being knowledgeable about these signs and symbols, we can more effectively intervene and prevent our loved ones from becoming entangled in satanic activities. In addition to educating our friends and family about the dangers of Satanism, it is also essential to provide them with a positive and alternative worldview that is rooted in traditional moral and spiritual values. This can involve sharing with them the teachings and principles of our faith, as well as encouraging them to engage in activities and practices that promote spiritual growth, self-reflection, and personal development. By providing a strong foundation of faith and values, we can help our loved ones to resist the allure of Satanism and instead choose a path that leads to wholeness, healing, and fulfillment. Ultimately, the importance of warning friends and family against Satanism is a matter of great urgency and consequence. As a society, we are facing a spiritual crisis of unprecedented proportions, with many of our young people in particular being drawn into the vortex of satanic ideologies and activities. By taking a proactive and vigilant approach to education and awareness, we can help stem the tide of this crisis and instead promote a culture of righteousness, hope, and redemption. By working together to warn our loved ones about the dangers of Satanism, we can build a brighter future for ourselves, our children, and our communities, and ensure that the forces of darkness and evil are ultimately vanquished by the power of love, light, and truth.